Hi, and welcome to our Stories That Inspire. I am so excited for you to get to hear from Theresia Boylan tonight. And oh my gosh, when you meet her, you're just going to love her. She is filled with love, joy, and it just overflows. Like, I can't wait for you to feel it just coming out of her. So, you guys, without any further ado, please help me welcome Theresia Boylan. Oh my gosh, I love Theresia. How are you?
I am good. How are you today, Steph?
Oh, I'm doing great. Doing great. Oh my gosh, girl. Well, I'm so excited. I'm going to switch us for you to get to share with everybody about your experience, your journey so far, Mary Kay. And so tell us when you first started, Mary Kay, like, what was going on in your life? Where were you at? What was happening?
So 2 years before Mary Kay, I graduated college with a bachelor in business administration and emphasis in marketing. And I was doing that while I was working a part-time job in an office. And within a year, I got my first full-time job in that same office. So my big girl job, if you will. So that was exciting. I was also working part-time at a local radio station, which I loved. And country music, as you know, Steph, is my heart and soul. I know, not so much you, but it's okay. It's okay.
That's where we go separate ways.
we all have our preferences. It's all good.
Yes.
So anyway, I had dreams of moving to Nashville to work in marketing in the country music world within a few years of graduation. But unfortunately, life had other plans. Another year later, very short few months after I got engaged to my boyfriend of 4 years, we did get married this year in the middle of the pandemic, so that was fun. That was great. But at that point in time, my mom had suddenly became ill with infection, and my priorities had been rearranged, and that dream got set aside while I advocated for her health, and life became chaotic, and it was difficult to focus on anything but family. So that was life was different at that point.
Wow. Well, that's a lot. And oh my gosh, I mean, to put aside your dream of going to Nashville, I mean, that's a place I would live with you. I just wouldn't go to the same places with you, probably, where the music. I mean, it's an incredible city, and I know that you'll get there. You'll get there someday. I know for sure. Because why wouldn't you? Because it's an amazing city. I mean, I can't say enough great things about Nashville, but okay, enough about Nashville. So, okay, so tell me then, I mean, that's a lot. That was a lot that was going on in your life at the time. So what could have kept you, or, why didn't that keep you? What could have kept you from starting Mary Kay if it wasn't all that?
So, well, actually, I was a customer for 4 years before starting my own Mary Kay business. And what kept me at that time was simply time. I was just wrapping up finals and began the enrollment process for finishing my degree at Northwood, which is where I got my bachelor degree at. And I was just so focused on work and finishing my education, I couldn't fathom one more thing that was on my plate. So, and looking back, I would say was also a little bit of fear, fear of failing was in there too. So yeah, when I was presented with the opportunity, again, 2 years ago, I had the same worry about time. I was planning my wedding, and I didn't want to give up the job that I so loved with the radio station. And at the same time, though, I was also looking for some joy and some fun after that rough summer with my mom's health. So I learned I could create my own schedule with my business around these things, and made my choice to begin my Mary Kay business and my journey.
Yes, and it was so fun that night when we were together, and your mom was there to help you do your ribbon cutting back when we could be together,
Yes.
and really get your business officially started. I know she's always been a great cheerleader of yours. Has she always been a great cheerleader of yours when it came to Mary Kay, or was she a little hesitant at first?
She definitely was a little hesitant, for sure. She wasn't. She was like, I don't know. And Billy was too at first. When I first told him, he was well, you know, he's not very talkative in general, but but he was at a little more loss for words. But I mean, he's been such a big support too. Like he actually helped me figure out lighting for tonight.
I love it. He is. He's a great cheerleader for you. And it's so interesting because so many times, you know, in saying that, there's so many times in people's businesses where the same people that really could have stopped them end up being their greatest cheerleaders once they see the joy, the difference, the other side, you know, that their own fears. I think, you know, he loves you, your mom loves you. They clearly want you to be happy, which means then they really want to protect you. But like, what are they? What are they protecting you from? I don't get. Yeah. So, like, yeah. I mean, can you imagine though? Like, seriously, like, what if they would have stopped you? What if they could have? What if that their concerns? What if your own fears all fed together and could have stopped you? I mean, what would you have missed out on? What would you have missed out on?
I would miss out on a lot, in all honesty. I would. So I would have not realized the amount of fun that I could have with so many different people, which, you know, leads me into, you know, what I wish people knew about Mary Kate is that it's more than just makeup. So like many little girls growing up, I had snooped through my mom's drawers, played with her makeup, and I'd seen pieces of Mary Kay like foundation and eyeshadows. They're all in there. So I knew of Mary Kay at that point, but I never knew it included skincare like cleanser and moisturizer. Like I did not know that at all. So, but even more importantly, you know, like I said, missing out on the fun with amazing people, Mary Kay is about relationships. It's about the relationships you form on your journey wherever you are in the world. Like you form relationships with new people, and then you build upon the relationships you have with people you've known your whole life. It really is a sisterhood, and you gain girlfriends who lift you up, who celebrate you, encourage you, inspire you, and they become your family. And you know, I have a girl tribe. I've never had that to say that I had a girl tribe before. And so I've gained confidence that I once felt was lost at one point. And you know, and I still have that dream to go to Nashville, and I know that I can take Mary Kay with me when I go, and you know, spread the love, and you know, share the joy that Mary Kay brings to everyone. So yeah.
I love it. I love it. And you're right. And you know what? And now with 2020, with Mary Kay basically reinventing itself, the pivot we took reinvented itself. I mean, you never had to lose your customers anyway, but it is totally like legit to do appointments when you move to Nashville with your customers back in Michigan. And you can even in Michigan find people who might live in Nashville. You know, you can start making friends. So when you move there, you feel like you have connections there. But the world is now literally your oyster in Mary Kay, and maybe moving to Nashville won't feel like so far away, knowing that you don't lose anything.
It won't feel as scary, I don't think, either.
Yeah.
You know, I do have a few friends from college that are down there, so I have those little connections. But yeah, having Mary Kay it'll be like your little push to go meet people. I tend to be a little bit introverted. Not a lot of people realize that of me, but it definitely will be a good thing for me when I get a chance. Whenever I do figure out going down there, who knows when it'll happen, but it'll happen one way or another.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel like being in Mary Kay has given you more clarity of that dream of being in Nashville, or helped you even dream even bigger for what's possible when you get there?
Yeah, I think it has definitely made that much more clear. Like it's gonna sound weird, but it kind of helped me like figure out narrowing what part of Nashville I want to be in. So Nashville it's a huge city. There's different regions. Like here in the Lansing area, you have different little regions. It's the same for Nashville. So it's kind of helped me like, okay, what do I want to be more so near Music Row? Do I want to be more so down by the Gulch? There's different areas. So, and it's kind of helped me look into them, explore them a little bit, because before, I mean, Billy and I went for a trip down there like long time ago, like 2016, I think it was. So whatever that math is, 4 years ago. So we just kind of explored a small part of the city, like, and it kind of makes me like, okay, well, it gives me that drive to figure out what specific area I want to be in. Like, I know I don't really want to be that close to the colleges because it's a little crazy down there.
Yeah. Well, it's really cool that like your business has taught you, and what it sounds like you're saying, and tell me if I'm totally wrong, because we didn't talk about this before at all. But like your business has allowed for you to figure out more, narrowing a goal. It's not just like this big thing. You've narrowed it down so that it feels probably even more attainable. Because if I had to look at, even at Zillow or look at, Apartment Guide and like look at the whole city of Nashville of where I want to live, it could be really overwhelming. But when you're very clear on a smaller section of the goal, that's the actual goal you want. You have that clarity, you can really get there and attain that, and less fear. I think there's less fear too. And I think your story really proves, you said that, people come into Mary Kay for a reason. They come in for a season. They come in for a lifetime. And no matter what you came into Mary Kay for, you're here. And it definitely has made a difference and an impact on your life, your marriage, your family. And it's opened a world of possibilities for you. And I think that that's just a really cool, beautiful thing that most people, I don't think that they even, I mean, I never gave it that much thought, right? It's no big deal. But to know that there's so many great life benefits that come from Mary Kay. Yes.
Yes. I mean, I'm close. So in my family, I'm really close with my cousins, especially the ones that are a lot closer to me in age. So I'm kind of right in the middle of our large family. And a couple of them, I've grown actually a lot closer to them through Mary Kay, because they'd be like, oh, do you have this? Oh, do you have that? And then we'll start talking about like other makeup stuff, or my one cousin and I, we were like, you know what, we should go on a coffee tour. So we went on a coffee tour on Black Friday, and I brought her product that she had ordered for me. So that was, little things like that it's making just making me happy, making me have the ability just to connect with my family in general, which is awesome.
Well, because women, I mean, like, where else do you make friends sometimes as an adult? So it gives you a reason to hang out without being like, hey, you want to get on a Zoom and look at each other?
Yeah, exactly.
That's awkward. Oh my gosh. Well, Theresia, I loved hearing your story. I love all that you shared. Thank you for opening up. Thank you for letting us see into your world and all that Mary Kay's done for you. And just so excited to watch and see what happens next, and can't wait to visit you someday in Nashville. Until then, you are still near me, and someday I'll get to be around you a little bit more. So anyway, thanks for being on, thanks for sharing your story, you guys, and have a great day.